Percentage increase and decrease. Increase, if something increases, it's going to get bigger. If something decreases, it gets smaller. Now, when we're working with percentage increase or decrease, that means that whatever number we start off with is going to change according to a percentage. Now, an example of this would be if we took £48 and we had an increase of 17%. Now, this means that 100% is worth £48, and then we're going to add 17% on top. So what we can do is work out what 1% is, and then once we've got 1%, times it by 17 and add it on. So 1% is going to be worth 48 divided by 100, which gives us 0.48. Now remember, if we're working in money, we must put pound signs and we must show 2 decimal places. And now, if we have 17%, we're going to end up with 0.48, which is 48 pence, times by 17, which equals 0.48 on 0.48 times by 17. £18.6. So that means that 17% is £18.16. So if we increase by 17%, that means our new total has to be worth 117%, which is our 100% of 48 plus our increase of 17% added. So this is our 100% and this is our 17%. So 48 added to our 18.6 equals 56.16. So that's £56.16. Now what I'm going to do is show you a much easier way to do this. It's a lot faster and more accurate. Okay, so we were calculating an increase of 17% on £48. Right, ready for this? Our £48 is the same as 100%. 100% as a single number equals the number 1. If you have 100% of your body weight, you have one lot of you. If we have 17%, that's the same as 0.17, because percent means per 100. So this means 17 divided by 100, because per 100 means to break something into 100 pieces. So 17 broken or divided by 100, broken into 100 is 0.17, because we have 10 times 10 here, because 100 is 10 times 10, so we have 2 numbers moving to this side of the decimal place, because for every 10 we times by or divide by, we move one number. So this means that if I have 117%, technically I have my whole one plus my 17%. So 117% is the same as 1.17. Now what I'm going to do is multiply my 1.17 by my £48. And this will give me one lot of £48 plus the proportion of 17% on top. So what I'm going to do is, rather than timesing by 117 by 1.17, I'm going to times by 17 instead. 117, sorry about that. So, let's fill in my zeros. 8 times 7 is 56. 8 times 10 is 80. 8 times 100 is 800. And the 8s have met all the ones on top. 4 times 7 is 28 with a 0, 280. 4 times 1 is 4 with 2 zeros. And 4 times 1 is 4 with 3 zeros. Oops, that should be a 4. Let's add them up. That's worth 6. 8 plus 8 is 16. Plus 5 is 21. So I'm going to carry a 2. Put a circle around it. 2 plus 8 is 10. Plus 6 is 16. Carry the 1. So 5, 6, 1, 6. Now, because when we went from 1.17 to 117, we had times by 100, sorry, we need to divide our answer by 100 at the end. So at the moment, our decimal place is here, but because we're dividing by 100, that means two numbers have to be pulled to this side of the decimal point, so we end up with £56.16. Now our original number was £48, and 17% is quite close to 20. 5 lots of 20 makes 100%, so we're kind of expecting about a fifth of 48. So a fifth of 50 would be 10, so we're kind of expecting about £10 extra on top of what we've got, which is about right. So I know, as an estimate, that this is correct. So in short, if you have an increase, a percentage increase, say, here's another example of 11%, sorry, of £15 times this number by the percentage, and then divide your answer by 100. So, if it's an increase, we need to do 11 times 15, which I know is 150 because that's 10 times 15, plus one lot of 15, which is 50, which gives me 165, and that equals, at the moment, 11% if I divide by 100. Now, what I need to do is to add that 11% on to our original amount. So, 1.65 plus £15 equals 16.65. Job done. The same question again, using the slightly more complex method, is 1.11, which is a whole one, your 100% plus your 11%, times by your £15. So we're going to do 111 times by 15, and then because we've changed this to 111, we must divide our answer by 100 at the end. So 111 times by 15, five times 1 is 5, 5 times 10 is 50, 5 times 100 is 500, cross it through, 10 times 1 is 10, 10 times 10 is 100, and 10 times 100 is 1,000. Add them up and you get 5, 6, 6, 1. Now remember that we must divide by 100 because we made the adaptation at the start, so we end up with £16.65. So an 11% increase on £15 is 16.65 in total.